President Biden, who is touting his administration's policies toward Native Americans, but doing something historically significant, which is making a formal apology for something that was happening for many decades and didn't end until 1970. And that was the systemic separation of families, of Native American families, putting their children into boarding schools where they were often physically, mentally, and emotionally abused. Let's bring in NBC's Mike Memoli at the White House. Actually, I'd say he made news on three fronts there, but let's start with his reason for being at the Gila River Indian community in Arizona. And that is this apology, which he said it took 50 years to make. It should have happened sooner. So why now? Why was this important?
Well, I think the weight of this event, you see not just for the audience there, the tribal nations who have been advocating this for decades to right this historic wrong, but also what you heard the president so often talk about in the context of these remarks. It's a chapter that most Americans, frankly, are unaware of, the fact that there were generations of young Native American children displaced in an attempt for forced assimilation away from their homes, away from their families, and in many cases physically abused. This new report released by the Interior Department found that 974 children, and likely many more, were killed as a result of this forced displacement. It was a report commissioned and overseen by Interior Secretary Deb Haaland, the first Native American to ever serve in a presidential cabinet. She became emotional as she was talking to reporters about this yesterday. And listen, Chris, there's also a political context to this. Native Americans turned out in record numbers in Arizona 4 years ago, helping President Biden to win the state of Arizona. And just days before an election, this is also something that could potentially help the Harris campaign there as well.
There are two other things that strikes me with some political implications. Let me start with one. It's been familiar. President Biden shows up and there are Free Palestine protesters. We heard one. He said, though, let her talk. And when he realized what her message was, he said this: there's a lot of innocent people being killed and it has to stop. Were you surprised by that response?
It's interesting because this had been an issue, of course, that was dogging his campaign, that there is still concern in the Harris campaign is going to hurt her, especially in the state of Michigan. It's something that the White House insists is still a top priority for the president to see a humanitarian pause. We saw Secretary Blinken still traveling through the Mideast, seeing an opportunity perhaps after the death of Sinwar for a ceasefire to take place, but those diplomatic efforts still so far falling short.
And at a time when, obviously, Vice President Harris is trying to draw a very stark contrast between herself and Donald Trump, the kind of president they would be. It was interesting that on a day when Trump is getting a lot of attention for calling the United States of America the garbage can for the world, referring to migrants, we heard from President Biden saying, we are a great nation. And he said it a couple of times.
That's right, Chris. And talking about the fact that the diversity of this country, representation is so important, but also the apology itself, he cast as a sign of strength. He said, great countries don't run away from their history. They make history and they learn from their history, an important and very clear contrast in this presidential race as well.